SimD'sReviews. I'm back in with yet another video. Today's video is going to be about Batman and Harley Quinn. Yes, Shadow Dragon, today's your day. You've been asking for it. You've been waiting for it. I've just been very, very busy, and that's the reason why it's taken so long for me to do this. Also, for that other person, again, I'm not going to say your name. Look for it for the Pokemon Go video within the next couple of days. I'm hoping, unless I get busy again, look for that. But anyway, Batman and Harley Quinn. Here's my thoughts on Batman and Harley Quinn. A lot of people are giving this movie hell. Like, they all said, like, it sucked. I read someone said it's a waste of time. Someone also said it's a wasteful, disrespectful version of Harley. Like, okay. First of all, guys, you guys are jumping way too into it. It's not that serious. Let's not forget, this movie was made by Bruce Timm, the same Bruce Timm who made the Batman animated series, which is the greatest animated series to ever exist in history. So let's not forget that Bruce Timm is the one who was at the forefront of this movie. Not only did he make the animated series Batman, but he also made the new Batman Adventures, and he also made Batman Beyond. So let's not jump all over this and act like it was not put in good hands and whoever made it didn't know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. My thing with Batman and Harley Quinn is I found it actually quite enjoyable. And that's just my opinion. People want to hate this opinion, then you can hate this opinion. That's fine. But I found the movie enjoyable. Was there a little bit too much at times? Yes. Like the farting part, that was a little bit of crude humor that went a little too far. I mean, after the first one, haha, yeah, haha. But then it kept going and going and going. So yeah, that might have pushed it a little too far. What else did I have an issue with? The story I kind of had an issue with because it's the same thing every time. Ivy wanted to terraform the world and turn everybody into plants, and now she has the Floronic Man with her, and they're joining to team up and force the world to turn into a big giant plant world. It's the same thing with Ivy all the time. It really is, and I had an issue with that aspect of the movie as well as what I just said about some of the jokes going too far. However, what I will say is this. I did find the movie enjoyable. I watched the movie with my girlfriend. My girlfriend loves Harley Quinn. She's been loving Harley Quinn. We watched the entire Batman animated series from first episode to the last episode. We watched the entire Justice League from the first episode to last episode. Justice League Unlimited from the first episode to the last episode. Batman Beyond from the first episode to the last episode. So my girlfriend, just so y'all know, is very into the DC universe. She knows a lot. I made sure she knew a lot. I made sure she did. So she knows a lot. So don't just think, oh, of course she likes Harley Quinn. She's a girl. No, she really understands and knows a lot about the DC universe. And we watched this movie, and not only did I, but she also found it a bit enjoyable. She found it enjoyable. I found it to be funny at times. I found it to have some good laughs in it. It's a different take. There's nothing more that I could really say about the movie outside of it being a different take. Yes, Batman laughed in the movie. Yes, Batman, danced a little bit in the movie. But let's not forget the Adam West Burt Ward Batman danced all the time. They did, like, you feel me? Like, and I think the thing that pisses me off the most about some of these reviews is most of the people that review this are older and were not even, watching the animated series. And I'm not talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about like the hardcore reviews that are online that have written articles about it and like are Rotten Tomato reviewers, stuff like that. A lot of them, based on just looking at their photos, they're older, like 50s older. And y'all didn't even really watch the animated series. Now, you could have went back and watched it, and that's not an issue. That's still my favorite animated series of all time. The greatest animated series of all time, in my opinion, is the Batman animated series. So it's not an issue if you go back and you watched it and you enjoyed it, so on and so forth. But to me, a lot of the gripes that they had with Harley and a lot of the gripes that they had with the movie don't make sense. So, like, for a perfect example, if you're 50, 60 years old and you didn't like the fact that Batman danced in the movie and Nightwing danced in the movie, if you didn't like that, then how could you sit that back and say that you love Adam West Batman? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. See, this movie to me was like a mesh of Adam West Batman and Batman Animated Series Batman. Obviously, we had Kevin Conroy come back and reprise his role of Batman because Kevin Conroy is Batman. He is our Batman. Just like Mark Hamill is our Joker. He's our generation's Batman and our generation's Joker. And they obviously had him come back to reprise his role. And I love Kevin Conroy. He's Batman. He's our Batman. And to me, if you're gonna hate on the fact that, you know, there was dancing and there was this, that, and the third, and there was humor in the movie, then you can't say that you liked Adam West's Batman. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because Adam West's Batman was a lot worse than what Batman and Harley Quinn was. When it comes to humor and dancing and joking, he was a lot worse. Another thing, Batman vs. Two-Face, the movie that just recently came out. That's Adam West Batman. Burt Ward, Robin. You feel me? Like, that's campy. So I guess their argument is, well, we understand that's campy and it's meant to be campy. So because it's campy, because it's so campy and it's supposed to be that way, we don't have a problem with it. But the animated series Batman is not supposed to be campy, so we have a problem with it being campy. And I guess that argument can be made, but again, it's different. It's in the same hands that the animated series was in. And then I saw a lot of people saying, oh, it's over-sexualized, like Harley's over-sexualized and we don't like that. Harley has always been over-sexualized. Come on now. Even back in the 90s with the animated series, Harley was over-sexualized like crazy. There were innuendos in the animated series that were completely out of bounds when it comes to children watching. Like, for example, when she jumped in the pudding and she said to Joker, hey, pudding. Like, what did she say? I think she said, hey, pudding, aren't you going to come and ride me or something like that? She said something to that extent. That's hella sexual. And that's not supposed to be in children's cartoon or children's animated series. But guess what? It was. And the only difference is we're older now, so we understand what it meant. It was incredibly over-sexualized. Incredibly. All the women that Bruce Wayne had in the animated series, he was a womanizer. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now, we all know that there's only two women that he really cared about. And that was, obviously, Selena Kyle and Talia al Ghul. But at the same time, he dated many women in the animated series along with the new Batman Adventures. He dated many women. And it was even, because for people who hate The Killing Joke, it was even hinted at in the new Batman Adventures that him and Barbara had a thing going on. It was hinted at in that. There was an episode, and I'm pretty sure it was an episode. It could have been. No, it was an episode. I'm sure it was an episode. But there was an episode where Barbara would continuously call Bruce, and like he would like want to get off the phone, which tells you what happened between them two for him to actually become awkward? Because we know Bruce is not an awkward man. When he's Bruce Wayne, he's actually very, I'm this billionaire, I'm a playboy, I'm a philanthropist, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the best. And I get all the women. We know that's that's fake, but he acts it very well. And when he's Batman, he's stern, he's cold, he's straight to the point. But when Barbara was calling him multiple times in that episode, he was like, oh, wait, we're going into a tunnel. Because he didn't want to be on the phone with her. So that awkwardness between the two kind of alludes to maybe something happened with them. We know that. Yeah, we were younger, but now we're older and we understand this. So yeah, did I have some issues with Batman and Harley Quinn? I did. Again, like I said, the humor kind of went too far sometimes, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was fine. Like I said, the story it's the same old story with the Floronic Man and not Harley and Poison Ivy. It's the same old story every single time. It really is. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's really all they can do with Harley. Not Harley. I keep saying Harley. with Ivy. That's really all they could do with Ivy. The sex scene between Harley and Nightwing. Nightwing gets girls. He gets all the women. Like, do you know how many chicks Nightwing has had sex with? Go read some Nightwing comics. Nightwing has laid down a lot of women, believe me, and Bruce has too. They've laid down a lot of women. It goes untalked about because it's comic books and it's comic book, animation and so on and so forth. It goes untalked about, but they've laid down a lot of girls. They've laid down a lot of women, and that is for sure. That's for sure. And Harley is very within her sexuality. She has no problem just having sex. No one was complaining about Harley having sex with Deadshot in Batman Assault on Arkham. No one was complaining about that. No one was. No one was. She had straight up wild sex with Deadshot on Assault on Arkham. So why are you complaining about her and Nightwing doing it? I would argue that Nightwing is way more womanizer than Deadshot. Nightwing done laid down a lot of chicks. I'm trying to tell ya. Go read some Nightwing comics. He's laid down a lot of girls. Trust me. But yeah, so that part, what else would people are complaining about? Her body, like, I guess there's like the double butt. That's an animation error. It is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. Like, they probably just forgot that it was in there when they edited it and they shipped it out for everybody to see and they forgot it was in there. That's probably what happened. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was fine. Would I give it a 10 out of 10? No. Would I give it a gold though? Yeah, I'll give it a gold because I thought it was fine. I'll probably, if I had to put a number on it, I'd probably give it either 6.5 or a 7 just because of the things that I did have issue with in the movie. But the movie was fine to me. I enjoyed it. My girlfriend enjoyed it. She's watched it. I think she's watched it maybe like 3 times now. I've only seen it one time. I think she's watched it about 3 times now, and she enjoys it. She likes it. She likes it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, Shadow Dragon, that's pretty much my review of it. I enjoyed the movie. I don't know if you enjoyed it. Let me know down below, Shadow Dragon, if you enjoyed Batman and Harley Quinn. And if you didn't, explain to me what the issue was. And for everyone else as well watching this video, let me know down below if you thought it was a gold or garbage if you've seen it, or if you haven't seen it, if you're gonna watch it if you haven't seen it, so on and so forth. Also, before I even let this go, a little bit of I wouldn't call it news, but a little bit of extra stuff that has nothing to do with DC or Dragon Ball. If you guys haven't seen Black Panther, the second trailer of Black Panther, you guys gotta go watch it. I love Black Panther. As a matter of fact, this is a DC channel, and you guys know DC and Dragon Ball is what I talk about. I love Marvel, but I'm more of a DC fan. And just so you guys know, if I ever were to do like a Marvel versus DC or anything like that, I could tell y'all right now who would win. For me, it would be DC. But just so you guys know, I'm not biased. My favorite character, my favorite superhero of all time is Batman. But my next 2 are from Marvel. So my second favorite comic book character is Vulcan, Gabriel Summers, Scott Summers' brother, Cyclops' brother. Vulcan is my second favorite. And my third favorite is the guy I just named, T'Challa, the Black Panther. I love the Black Panther. I love the Black Panther animated series. I love the Black Panther. I have so many Black Panther comics. I love the Black Panther. So when I saw this second trailer, I love the first one, but when I saw the second one and I saw Killmonger turn into the golden Black Panther, oh, y'all gotta go. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm sure y'all have seen it by now, but if y'all haven't seen it, go watch it. It looks amazing. I cannot wait till February to go see it. So yeah, just so y'all know, I'm not biased when it comes between DC and Marvel. Out of my top 3 favorite characters of all time, 2 of them are Marvel characters. But I prefer DC. Me personally, I prefer DC. Also, last night on Arrow, they officially name-dropped Bruce Wayne. Oliver Queen officially name-dropped Bruce Wayne. That means Batman is indeed in the Arrowverse, or Flashverse, or the CWverse. So that is something to behold. We know Superman's in it. That means Batman is in it. And if they go there, I can't wait. But anyway, that's all for me today. That's my review of Batman and Harley Quinn. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Whether it was a gold or a garbage, I'm gonna give it a gold, like I said. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I need you guys to like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell next to subscribe button so you guys get my content first. And that's it. I'm SimD'sReviews. I'll holler at y'all later. One.